right, YouTube, welcome back. This is Dave. This is going to be a weird video. I didn't think I was going to be making a video like this soon, but the SS is no more. At least no more in this configuration with the LSA. Yeah, folks, it's D-mod time. Well, not exactly a D-mod. It's kind of like a D-mod with the intention to kind of like modify, remod, but like cross-mod. It's going to be okay. Trust me, it's going to be okay. I'm doing this for a reason, and that reason just couldn't be supported by the LSA anymore. So let's just get into it, and hopefully you'll understand by the end. All right, so bear with me. I'm going to be dead honest. I think there's probably something wrong with me mentally, but hear me out. My days of drag racing, at least with this car, are behind me. Now, I know what you're going to say. Well, you said you were going to have a 9-second car, and you would be right. I never actually got that 9-second time slip. However, a series of things have happened over the last few years that made me kind of think twice about using this car to do that. These cars are getting very rare, getting harder and harder to find the parts. I can't not race at all, but what I can do is kind of focus this car more towards the twisties and the turns and the long distance type of stuff. So, yeah, you probably figured it out by now. I'm going to gear this car more towards SCCA, Autocross, and time trials. Kind of see if I can maybe get into some Optima racing with it. I love this engine, man. It's never done me a single bit of wrong, but, and I cannot believe I'm saying this, it is too much power for multiple reasons for any type of road course type of stuff. Now, excuse me. 800 horse-ish at the wheels does a few things. One, makes it borderline unusable on the street, which is awesome. Drag racing, I did something to this car when I lowered it that definitely negatively impacted the launch. It did wonders for the handling. It really helped with the handling. I mean, this is a good handling car to begin with, but it definitely increased its ability to corner. But of course, that's at a cost, right? It's always going to be at a cost. So what am I actually going to do? I am going to demod this car pretty much back to where it was. I'm going to leave the Boostmaster cam in it, but somebody's already come get the ice tank. And the rest of it is going to somebody locally who will put it on his SS. So it's being put to good use almost immediately. Everything has less than 3,000 miles on it. I'm going to be getting his intake off of him. And going back to the LS3 intake, going to be keeping headers, keeping the full exhaust, all that good stuff. Going to keep the Boostmaster cam, like I said, in the LSA converter for now. I may swap it out to a little bit more aggressive cam down the road. We will see. But for now, I want to get all of this off. You see the tables back there. That's where everything's going to go. We're going to demod this thing relatively quickly. And then, yeah, we're going back to NA, folks. It just makes more sense for the SCCA racing. I get penalized heavily. That's happened now in 3 races that I've gone to. It's taking the fun out of it. You know, when I'm doing quite well at the race, because I have a power adder, I'm getting penalized. It's just that's no longer fun for me. So we're gonna do a couple of different things. We'll do a quick montage here of a time lapse of me pulling everything apart, and then we'll kind of lay everything out, and I'll be doing a write up for the guy. But consider this part 1, guys. Follow along, we'll get her going, and we'll get back out on the track. I'm hoping to have this thing pretty much converted within the next couple of weeks. So let's rock and roll. All right, what is up, guys? We're back. We're doing a lot of demo here. Blowers off. You can kind of see it right there. Got the lid folded back over. I had it sitting up here for right now. What I'm doing is I'm lifting the car up a little bit. I got the wheels off the car. It's time to get the bumper off so I can get the intercooler off and get all these lines out in one piece, because I got, a few of things are kind of going to different people. So I'm just doing kind of now like smaller general removal of things. Really, I'm almost done. Once I get this off, get it out, I'm pretty much done up in the front. So the bumper will go back on. I'm not doing a transcooler just yet because I got to kind of see what the car's doing. But for right now, I'm good. Hopefully, I'll be getting the LS3 intake and a rotofab from the person I'm selling it to. We've worked out a deal. Yeah, once I'm done this stuff, it's really just a few things in the back and the auxiliary pump, and we're done. So the R&R is done, and then at some point I gotta get a retune. I'm gonna have to move my catch can around a little bit, but it's not the end of the world. So let's finish the teardown, and yeah, we'll shed a single tear for the boosted LS3. So trust me, it's gonna be cool. What I got planned is cool. I think I'll enjoy it a lot more. The car will be a lot more fun out on the track. Enough rambling. Let's get rolling again. Oh boy. Good Lord. Bumper off. And there's the old intercooler, or I'm sorry, heat exchanger. Yeah, so the Boost District one is up there, much larger one. But for, 8 to 10 pounds, this thing's great. Worked really, really well. Fits absolutely beautifully. So I got to keep doing disassembly. And now's the fun part, starting to drain everything. So not looking forward to this, but got a little cleanup, and we'll be getting right back to work. All right, guys, that's a wrap. Still have my catch can. I got to figure something out with that where I want to reroute that. But heat exchanger's gone, Boost District one's gone. I'm going to probably have to move this a little bit because of where the rotofab ends up in that area. But yeah, you can see, oh, non-sponsor, let's get that, cover that up right there. Non-sponsor. Got a couple harnesses I got to give them, extension harnesses, blowers gone. Got a lot of pieces kind of laying around. I still got to get the auxiliary fuel system taken off, but the ice tank is just about ready to come out. I got most of the lines out of the car and preserved, and I'll get most of these off today. I got to unfortunately change the oil in the truck yet again. So there we go, Duramax life right there. But actually the cool part is I was over at AutoZone and looky what we found. Just sitting on the shelf, ESP-X2. Normally I gotta order this, but just so happened that it was sitting on the shelf there and I bought what they had left. So we're gonna be working on getting all this stuff taken apart and finished up today while I'm draining the oil. So I will man, it's wild looking under there and not seeing the blower. It's been such a big part of it. But so we definitely got plans for this guy. I got to move the catch can like I had mentioned. I got to figure out that bolt basically froze in the head. So I'm probably going to have to cut it off. But we're going to start putting her back together. I'm going to put the ethanol flex fuel sensor back on. I got to pull off the stuff for the fuel system like I said. But I'm going to trade him my valve covers. Even though these are more sought after, I don't have a need for them anymore, so I can go back to the stock ones are just fine. Coils are just fine on that. And then I'm going to, basically swap him the valve covers and the harnesses, and he's going to give me the completed valve covers. I'll take them apart and clean them and everything. Or I may just throw my original ones back on and then just swap over all the brackets and stuff like that. But we'll see. But that's about it, guys. So that's a wrap on the LSA Supercharger. Got a couple more things to knock out. And now we're going to start doing NA, and we'll see how fun this is. It's still got the blower cam in it. Eventually, I'll pull that out, put something a little better in it. Or maybe I'll just go for broke and put a 427 in it. But we'll see. Got plenty of time. Okay, so bumper, ready to go. Ready to go back on the car. Got the ice tank over here, pretty much ready to ship out. A few things that would just go to the back here. I get to watch my fat head here. And then I got, like, in the trunk down in here, I've got pretty much everything out. I'm going to change positions here. Whoop, there we go. So I just got a few hoses and things like that to get out. For now, I got to run with the holes. I think what I'm going to end up doing is, jacking up the back. And once I get the front put back together, I'm just going to jack up the back and do it that way, because it's going to make it a lot easier to get to everything in the back, especially the fuel system and all that. So I'll work that later. But for now, let's head on up to the front. We got our tools that we need. Let's get this guy back on the car. Okay, so we got the wide angle lens here. She's back on the ground. And tires back on it. She's looking good, looking real good. I got to figure out what I'm doing right there, though. That bolt right there, let's change the perspective. Blunk. That guy right there is frozen into the block. So that's galvanic corrosion for you. And that bolt seized inside the thing. I don't know. I thought I put anti-seize on everything. I might not have, but that's all done. Cleared out. Hoses are all out. I already talked to Derek. We're good to go. Tank's there. A little bit of a mess. Got the hose, everything right there for the person who bought it. All right, folks. So that's a wrap on the boosted era, at least for now, of the SS. The only thing I have left is the aux pump to take off, and I'll do that on Friday. Everything else, I'll be driving right by the guy's house on a business trip on Wednesday, so I'll drop the ice tank off, and then I'll be swapping out the LSA valve covers for stock ones. So I'll pull all that off. I got to do plugs, crap like that, but I'll pull the aux pump off on Friday, so that's not that big a deal. Everything else is out. Close one chapter, we're opening up a new one. So close the boosted drag racing chapter, opening up the SCCA and the time trial chapter. So I think it'll be a lot more fun with the car. It'll still have a great amount of power, but I'll be less worried about sliding it off the track. So if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. And again, I'm sorry I haven't been posting over the last few weeks. I actually did quite a few videos. I did one on the truck that was, I thought, a lot of fun. And then I did some train stuff, and unfortunately, the GoPro lost all of it. So from here on out, I'm probably going to be doing most of my videoing on this, the iPhone. But I'm going to probably pick up an older, like a GoPro 7 if I can find it, or I'll probably just go to my old ones, use my old ones from here on out, because the 8 and up I'm having a lot of trouble with. So it is what it is. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you again next time. Take care.